Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. We're setting up the TikTok. Y'all know the drill. Hello, TikTokers. Echo Fan Grey Wolf here, aka James Williams Jr. Kung Fu Havoc number 2 is already a couple of seconds ahead of you. Tonight, we're going to do my favorite New Mutant X-Force X-Men member who is a Native American. Happy Native American Heritage Month. Day 21. Alright. Mirage. Danielle Moonstar. Psych. Dark Rider. So we're going to give you guys some pictures of her first. She also was once a Valkyrie. And then we're going to get into that wiki. Alright? So, you guys are going to hate me. This might be 3 videos for y'all, but it'll be one long video for, TikTok. Okay. This is more up to date versus the Danielle Moonstar I grew up on. When she was the co-leader, I said co-leader with Sam Guthrie of the New Mutants. This is when she was a Valkyrie. This is when she was a Valkyrie. This was the one I grew up on. This is one of the original looks that she had. This is another one. Love this picture right here, yeah. There's a reason why I stopped reading comic books. And when they made her pretty much betray the New Mutants, I knew that the end of the end was coming. I just didn't know when it was coming. And they did so many different things with her. This picture was the one I clicked on. I don't know why it didn't show up. So, you know, Danielle Moonstar has always been one of my favorite Marvel characters. Not just because I'm mixed native, but because she was one of the first natives that I was exposed to besides Thunderbird. And thank God she actually survived all of her missions. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm never going to get over Thunderbird dying in his first mission. I don't care who you are. If you're native and you don't know that Thunderbird died in his first mission, spoiler alert. He died in his first mission. Alright, so these are the New Mutants. Some of them are missing. But that's Xavier. That is, I don't remember how to say her name, but she's from Vietnam. Xian, I think is how you spell it. Then there's Dani Moonstar, Roberto Da Costa, and Renee St. Clair. FYI, Roberto Da Costa is indigenous. He is native to Brazil, but he's half black. He will be on this list. Since I can do Miles Morales and America Chavez, Sunspot has to be on this list also. Alright? I don't know if Magma counts because she technically is disguised as an indigenous person. So there's that. Alright. Let me see if I can find one more. Oh, she got a toy. I gotta go find this bitch. I mean the toy. Let's see. What's another good one? We'll give you that one. Although that mostly featured Wolverine. The book Indigenous Voices, she does make an appearance in there, and Renee is with her as well. Renee is not a Native American. Renee is from Irish or Scottish descent. This is when she had her horse, and she was Valkyrie. Fun fact, she's always had a winged horse. Alright? Her and Kitty talked about the horse all the time. And, oh God, they got a whole set. They got all of the girls. Got Wolfsbane, Mirage, and, Xian, whatever the hell her name is. I can't pronounce it. Just know she's from Vietnam. I got to find them. Damn. This is the last picture so we can get on her wiki. Alright. You guys are going to love Danielle Moonstar. Okay, one more. I have to get one with her in traditional stuff. Okay? So that toy is going to make me go broke because now I'm going to be looking for that toy for the rest of my life. Just like I'm looking for Jinx without a mask from G.I. Joe. And no, Jinx is not a Native American. She's Japanese. Her name is Kim Arashikage. Totally different video for a totally different month. Okay. So, here's a wiki. Danielle Moonstar, originally codenamed Psyche. Later, Mirage is a fictional member of the Northern Cheyenne superhero appearing in Marvel Comics. Her first appearance is in New Mutants, September 1982, was created by Chris Claremont and Bob McLeod. Her character is usually depicted in association with the New Mutants. Alright, I had to go through that, yo. That just gives me all kinds of giddiness. Okay, Danielle Moonstar, full name Danielle Dani Moonstar. Dani was her nickname. For some reason, I don't remember what her middle name is. But anyway, she was a human mutant. She was teamed with the Hellions, the Initiative, the Mutant Liberation Front. The New Mutants is where she fucking started. She was Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was a Valkyr, Xavier Institute, X-Force, X-Men, Young X-Men, Defenders. Code names Psyche, Mirage, Moonstar, Spellbinder, and Dark Rider. Y'all can find all that shit on her wiki. And you need to go to her wiki. So I'm only going to give y'all yay so much because I want y'all to understand who Moonstar is and why she's one of my favorite characters. A mutant Moonstar only possessed the psionic powers and the ability to telepathically create illusions of her opponent's fears and wishes, which was cool as fuck back in the 80s. Later, she developed the range of her psionic energy manipulation powers, which means she evolved. She also developed the magical abilities after a series of adventures in Asgard. She was a member of the X-Men in the 80s, junior team known as the New Mutants. And after a long absence and reincarnation to X-Force, she also was a member of the X-Men and the Young X-Men, the Fearless Defenders. She was depowered, of course, and disseminated, transmuted the virus by Dark Beast. She regenerated her Valkyrie powers after making a deal with Hela. Alright, so fictional character biography, because I don't know what the fuck I just read. I guess that was more up to date. Alright, let's do it. Danielle Moonstar, Native American teenager, specifically Cheyenne, and was born in Boulder, Colorado. As with all mutants, or as with most mutants, Dani got her powers manifested during puberty. One of her first manifestations is a vision of her parents' death, killed by the demonic bear. Shortly afterwards, her parents disappeared and Dani was taken in by her grandfather, Black Eagle. The Hellfire Cloud attempted to capture her in the melee. Her grandfather was killed. He had already contacted Professor X to take care of her. Dani, Xavier, who had been close friends with Moonstar's father, offered to teach Dani how to control her powers. She joined the group of students called the New Mutants and shortly afterwards becomes the co-leader of the group together with Cannonball, Sam Guthrie. Then, there she developed deep friendship with Wolfsbane. That would be the Renee St. Clair, and damn it, I'm running out of time. The New Mutants. This was the suit I showed y'all earlier. That's the typical New Mutant uniform. All of them had to wear that, except for like the X-Men. The X-Men might have wore it, but you never ever got to see them because they all had their suits. Anyway, while with the New Mutants, Moonstar started having nightmares about the Demon Bear, who, until they had been kept due to her Black Eagle's protection spells, her fears over the entity caused her to contemplate suicide. One night, she attacks the entity and she's attacked by the entity and taken to the hospital. The other New Mutants await to hear from the hospital. I think I have that book. And the attack down by the bear. It's magic in the team's drawings together. I'm watching the time. Where was I? Magical sword. And it reverts to the original form. William and Peg Lone Star. Dani is returned to her parents, but decides to stay at Xavier's school. They develop the intense rivalry with the Hellions and superpower team of the Young Mutants led by the White Queen. This rivalry would later somewhat coexist. This is where James Proudstar came from, by the way. Danielle's bond with the Hellion leader Thunderbird. Technically, that was a stolen name, because that was the only name I guess they can give him. Anyway, when we do the next one for the next week, we'll start while standing in Asgardian. All right, you guys know the drill if you're on YouTube. Hello, TikTokers. Echo Frank Ray Wolf here, aka James Williams Jr. Kung Fu Album number 2 is already a couple of seconds ahead of you. Tonight, we're gonna do my favorite New Mutant X-Force X-Men member, who is a Native American. Happy Native American Heritage Month, day 21. All right. Damn it. Mirage, Danielle Moonstar, Psych, Dark Rider. So we're gonna give you guys some pictures of her first. She also was once a Valkyrie, and then we're gonna get into that wiki. All right. So you guys are gonna hate me. This might be 3 videos for y'all, but it'll be one long video for TikTok. Okay. This is more up to date versus the Danielle Moonstar I grew up on. When she was the co-leader, I said co-leader, is Sam Guthrie of the New Mutants. This is I'm gonna turn my volume down because you know because of that. Now we gotta wait for it. Okay. For TikTok, this is part 2. YouTube, we're still rolling strong. Alright, while stranded in the Asgardian realm, Danielle finds a winged horse trapped in the mud and barbed wire. She frees the animal and names it Brightwing, not realizing the creature's nature. Selecting Brightwing as her rider. Okay. Selected by Brightwing as her rider. I misread that. Sorry, y'all. Danielle inadvertently became a Valkyrie. Yeah, I forgot about that too. This allows Danielle to see premonitions of death. That didn't help her powers one bit. The Power Pack called the New Mutants to help against a group of demonic creatures. Yes, Power Pack. They're all white kids, but they're all bad as hell. And Marvel should re-bring them back up and make them teenagers or make them adults. Sorry, irrelevant. Anyway, Power Pack's mother's gradually fell ill, and Dani fights off death outside of the hospital window to gain the mother's new lease on life. Later on the trip back home, she sees her parents and she encounters an old childhood friend. This friend has become a racist and mentally ill during the time she was gone. He also is a diabetic, of course, and he falls and takes the medicine and he crashes and dies. All right. I'm not going to read all these paragraphs because it goes into X-Force, and then it goes into the new X-Men, and then the Initiative, and then the Young X-Men, and you guys want to know, you need to know, you're going to go to her Wikipedia. But I am going to finish this thing about the hospital. It was for a friend who was a diabetic. Okay. Here we go. And she and the other New Mutants attempt to save her former teammate Magma, who, again, we discussed in the other video, from the High Evolutionary. During the fight, Moonstar is thrown into a machine intended to strip mutants of their powers. Instead, the machine, which had been reset to 2 other victims in the High Evolutionary's plan, enhanced her mutation. It gave her the abilities to make her telepathic images manifest into reality. The ability is limited only by Danielle and her sustain one wish to fear, and as a technique or dispelling prevalence manifestation, she can take the habit of summoning a spear. All right, so let me explain that, because her power used to be able to make the illusions of whatever you fear, whatever your worst fear was. She could look at you and pull it out and basically she would make people hurt themselves. You see how cool that shit was? And I'm just like, you scared of Freddy? Shh. All right, I'm bringing Freddy right out of your dreams. You're scared of Jason. Shh, I'm bringing Jason out of your dreams. And the reason why I stopped reading at that point right there is because the rest of you are going to need to go read Danielle Moonstar. You will enjoy this, I promise. I will give you other stuff. I'm just not going to read the rest of all her adventures with the High Evolutionary and all the other stuff. Because if I give you everything, you're not going to want to learn about Danielle Moonstar. I am going to give you her powers and ability before this video is over so that I don't have to make 2 videos. Anyway, as I was saying before she got that juice that jacked her up, she used to make all the enemies just like fuck around in fear, and she never really had to do anything because she would make their fears come out of their heads and they would just go fucking crazy. Now that power that I just read jacked it up, so not only could she make their fears come out, she could actually bring them to fucking life, and she could make them disappear after their usefulness is up. But she can maintain it, and she was only limited to her own imagination, pretty much. So she could do anything. Who wouldn't want to be a teenage girl who can pull out the fear of everybody around them and fuck with them? Okay, it's really bad to fuck with them while they're driving, but any other time, somebody picking on you in school, you step out in the hallway, you see that motherfucker, they're with their friends, they're one of the cool kids, and all of a sudden, boom, you just snap your fingers, and their thoughts become your thoughts, and their fears become alive. And all the friends can't see it. Only the person that you're fucking with can see it. So all the friends just think that they're fucking crazy. And you have Dani Moonstar. Okay? This would later come back to bite them in the ass because Dani Moonstar became the Dark Rider somewhere in between that and becoming a member of X-Force and all this. Somehow or another, she was supposed to go unalive Odin. But the New Mutants did save him. And to repent for all the shit she did is why she became a Valkyrie. I'm pretty sure that's probably in here, but we're not going to read about that. Mirage as a mutant is an empath with psionic abilities to communicate with animals and people, as well as create three-dimensional images and visual concepts from within her mind or that herself or others. Her most developing agility allows her to manifest people's fears and desires as realistic illusions. Because of Scarlet Witch's powers, actions, Moonstar lost her mutant abilities, but has since regained them and began to infect with the cured Warlock's transmission in the virus by Dark Beast. I'm stopping there because I want you guys to go pick up this Wikipedia. Then it goes with her Valkyrie abilities, how she became endowed with the Valkyrie powers, and then it goes back to her physical abilities. Her physical abilities, while being a Valkyrie, her natural athleticism, growing up in the Rockies, she's physically fit and excellent at hand-to-hand combat. In addition, she is experienced in the use of several simple weapons, especially a bow and arrow, a spear, a knife, a sword, and she can carry a Valkyrie. She is in some word I can't say there, so I'll spell it out for you. Equestrian, I guess that's how you say it. Equestrian, and swimmer. And for good marksman with a rifle, and she's an excellent archer. And then it goes into her former abilities. We're not giving y'all that. Other versions, Age of Apocalypse, well, she was a former member of the Pale Riders, and she infiltrated John Proudstar's Ghost Dance in Nightcrawler something or another. I really didn't like her character in Age of Apocalypse. I do need to go find a trade book. Days of Future Past, during a fight with Warlock's father, Magus and Magic accidentally end up teleporting. Their whole team is split up. Magic is Peter's sister, Colossus. And then her and Lila Chinley pretty much have the same power, but I don't remember which one is faster. Okay, this is how you say the Vietnamese girl's name. Zion Khoi Min. I'm pretty sure I butchered it, so it's Xian. Middle name Khoi, last name Man with an H. Alright, so they go into all kinds of things. And in Marvel's Mangaverse. Okay. Um, she is from India instead of being a Native American. Well, there's a big fat fucking middle finger. Anyway, that being said, X-Men the end, and then there's What Ifs. All right. So, you guys, your assignment, if you choose to accept it, is to go read up on Danielle Moonstar. All right. That is your assignment. Go read up on this beautiful Native American warrior woman. And I don't know if you didn't do it. You know, I'll just letting you know. Happy Native American Heritage Month, day 21. Please, y'all, please go read up on Dani Moonstar. And to people who are making these battle gauntlets, I hope my videos are showing up on your FYP. So the only thing I'm going to ask anybody who's watching this, especially if you're native, share this shit, man. I know other people in comic talk don't talk about Native American characters. That shit pisses me off because I'm not even a full native, but god damn it, man. They deserve to be in these battle gauntlets. And no one's putting them in there. I mean, these natives, they kick ass, but no one's giving them a shot. So, by the end of Native American Heritage Month, I hope somebody has seen at least one video with one native that I've picked and said, hell yeah, we're going to put this motherfucker and let them run the gauntlet. I do it myself, but I'm stupid and I don't know how. That being said, happy Native American Heritage Month. Go Dani Moonstar. See you guys tomorrow night. Be seeing ya. Thank you for watching. Okay, for you guys here on TikTok, I was preferring to go with my prep show, and like I said, that shit's subject to change. So instead of me changing it, I'm going to change it by just saying tomorrow night we're going to do Forge. All right, tomorrow's Wednesday, so we're going to do Forge. And since Thursday is Thanksgiving, we're going to kill two birds with one stone. On Thursday, we are going to do the Proud Star Brothers. So now you have 2 nights ahead that you will know who the characters are. Tomorrow it's Forge. Thursday it's James and John Proudstar. All right? So that's going to be fun for TikTok. It's going to be fun for you guys. I got to work tomorrow. So there's that. Now I need to go and make my other videos. Thank you for watching. Be seeing you.